attitude in anything we do is everything. If we choose to be happy, we'll be happy. If we choose to be frustrated, we'll be frustrated. So how many times in your life and my life have we used the phrase, oh, this is a disaster, like nightmare, emergency, etc., which is such an overreaction, because there's been so many disasters in the world, like 9/11 or the Holocaust. Like, you could call that a disaster, but something not going your way, that's not a disaster. And we just throughout our lives, we've affirmed disasters, like, which are literally nothing. So once you name something a disaster, your your mind is going to treat that like a disaster, which is not true. So you're hardwiring yourself to fail. Simple as that. So, like, this has been taught to us by parents, teachers, any sort of role model, because they do it, we do it, we just pick things up. So we fall into these negative affirmations all the time. So a story of how I relate to this is, recently I got out for work like 5 a.m. I had a massive lump in my throat, like feeling really shit. But I just woke up, got in the shower, did my cold shower and all that. Did all my routines on the tube, etc. Even though I'm not feeling good, I just get on with it, do it all. Like chewing my gum, my mastic gum, listening to content, etc. When I get into work and I realise I'm not actually at work, supposed to be in work. I got the days wrong, so I mixed it up. I was supposed to be in the next day after. So my first reaction was to be like, oh, disaster. Like, I could have done with like an extra 3 or 4 hours in bed, not waking up 5 a.m. But then, like, 30 seconds later, it clicked. I was like, this is a test. As simple as that, it's a test. So yeah, it tested my reaction to an unideal situation. So once I realized that, I shook it off, had a laugh about it, and it is what it is. But like, if you get into the mindset of, oh, it's a disaster, like you're gonna have a shit day. Like, as simple as that, and especially when you're feeling bad, you're gonna hardwire yourself to have a shit day. Don't think about what could have been. It's the past. You can't change that. Just learn for the future. Like, it was my fault, but I can take responsibility next time. I can try and be more on point and look at my schedule better. But looking back and thinking, oh, if only this, it's just an illusion. Like, I could have done with that extra time in bed. But that's an illusion. It's done now. So just focus what you can control, the present and the future, not the past. But also with this, I saw the positives in the situation. So it might seem like cringe or like, oh, it's not that deep, but I still managed to get my routines in the morning. Maybe I wouldn't have if I woke up later. I managed to get like groceries that I actually needed in the morning, like cat food, like finishing podcast, like content and stuff like that to listen to. And yeah, exactly, you can take a lesson from it, but just being negative straight away, if you be negative about it, you're gonna be negative. As simple as that. So, like, positive thoughts, there's a quote, positive thoughts is mental health, negative thoughts is mental illness. So my actionable step be assess anytime you're in a situation of discomfort or far from an ideal situation, just take a breather, just like 5 seconds, 10 seconds. Just say to yourself, this is a test. It's a test. And you almost kind of like just look at yourself and like think, like, oh, you thought you got me. You think you're gonna get me down with this situation. Like David Goggins style. Like, people really look at him and think, like, oh, that's cringe too. Like, it's fully cringe, but if it works, it works. Who gives a fuck? But it forces you to like harden up and take it on the chin like a fighter. Like, it's not gonna phase you. Like, there's there are people that are really going through disasters or like struggling, like really like their home has been destroyed, or they don't have a home, or they don't have food, they don't have water. Like that's a disaster. Like we're not suffering. It's simple as that. Like, and a lot of those people, they're smiling right now. Why? Because they have gratitude. They're grateful for what they have. So just be thankful for the bad experience. Be thankful for it, because you're going to get stronger for it. Simple as that.